Hello and welcome to The Mixed Review, the movie review segment that gives you both perspectives. One from someone who loved the movie, and one from someone who hated it. I'm Everett Erickson, and without further ado, today's review is of Us, the second film by director Jordan Peele. The Wilson family returns to their beach house for the summer, but something just isn't right. After a series of unnerving events and coincidences, they are confronted by the Tethered, mysterious doubles with golden scissors and red jumpsuits.
There's a family in our driveway.
It's probably the neighbors. But y'all scared of a family? Hi, can I help you?
Zora, put your shoes on.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
And now, the good review. Once again, Jordan Peele has served up a masterclass in accessible horror. Fewer and fewer horror films are being embraced by mainstream audiences, but Peele's are, and for good reason. His, like those of Ari Aster or James Wan even, resonate with audiences because of his ability to back up the scares with good technical filmmaking. Much of this praise goes to cinematographer Mike Julakis, costume designer Kim Barrett, and the entire team for successfully making the creatures in the film frightening in both the pitch dark of night and on a bright summer's day, which is no easy task. In addition, Peele's direction of the actors heightens the scariness of the monsters both on their own and in their comparison to their human double. Each actor has to play two parts and act against themselves. The dual characters that they play may seem different at first, but the nuances of the performances illuminate the similarities between the humans and their tethered equivalents. Each actor pulls a weight built for two with gusto and poise, and Lupita Nyong'o in particular goes to show that great acting shouldn't just be associated with dramas alone. Even Peele's script is masterful, with symbols, references, and allusions peppered in as background details that audiences might not catch on the first viewing, and humor that hits its mark without distracting from the horror or the main focus of the story. Some have argued that the success of Get Out was fueled by its racial lens, but here Peele has proved that his freshman effort was more than just lucky, and that he has the skill to back it up. Peele set a high bar for himself with his first feature, but clearly knows what he's doing. I look forward to his future works with anticipation, and I give Us 5 out of 5 stars. And now, the bad review. While Us may be light years ahead of some other films in the horror genre that are released today, it is still a disappointment coming from Peele. Get Out was far from perfect, certainly, but it seems as if everything that film got wrong is amplified here. This is most important in the use and overuse of clunky genre tropes that feel cheesy regardless of execution. The jump scares are cheap and utilized far too frequently, the music is either used as a filler or distracts from the tone, and the side characters seem to be quite easily extinguished in comparison to our protagonists. The symbol web that Peele constructs is convoluted, while at the same time the callbacks and foreshadows used are blatant and on the nose. Even at its most basic story levels, the premise of Us is done a disservice. Peele comes out of the gate with a potentially great idea for a monster movie, but wastes too much time explaining the backstory and justifying the existence of the monsters. The audience is more confused after the exposition, and it would have been better to keep the justifications a mystery. Instead of wasting time trying to explain why the Tethered came to be, they could have been given more layers, rules, and complications that would create a more lasting mental image. But instead, the viewer is left with a shoehorn twist ending that comes out of nowhere, just to try and trick the audience into a new perspective. But the audience isn't given enough time to consider this as a dramatic question before the credits begin to rise. I can only hope that Us proves to be Peele's sophomore fluke that is all too common with successful first-time directors. I give Us 0 stars. And there you have it. You heard a review for us from someone who loved it and from someone who hated it. Now, if you'd like to see it or not, that's up to you. And also, don't forget to check out the mixed review for Jordan Peele's first feature, Get Out, if you haven't already. Whatever you decide, make sure you tune in again for another mixed review.